A couple of things to note here in game 919, 920, the Yankees against Boston. Michael Pineda from the right-hand side for the Yanks. Rick Porcello for the Boston Red Sox. The Yankees actually put in a waiver claim on David Robertson, their closer from last year, now the closer for the Chicago White Sox. The White Sox pulled him back, and now they'll see if they can work out a trade or if one is even possible here this afternoon. It doesn't look like there's going to be any dealing between the two, but the possibility does exist. And boy, if the Yankees were to pull that off, you add him to Andrew Miller and Dylan Betances in that bullpen, and that Yank bullpen would be super strong on the back end. Yanks also received some not horrible news, but bad news where Mark Teixeira is concerned. His shin injury has forced the team to send him back to New York to undergo some more tests. He's out of this series for the Red Sox. That's a big bat to lose in the lineup here against Boston. Obviously, the Red Sox, a team that have played extremely well as of late with their young core of position players and some real good pitching, in particular by Joe Kelly. And Rick Porcello had a nice start. Came off the DL for his initial start last time out, August the 26th, against the Chicago White Sox. He battled Chris Sale, and Porcello won. He went 7 shutout innings, allowed 5 hits and no walks. Great outing by Rick Porcello, who does have that type of potential. Hasn't really flashed it on a consistent basis throughout his career, but it does exist. The way Boston's going right now, you'd have to believe that everything's working in a manner where perhaps Porcello comes up with a big September. Everything seems to be clicking right now for the Boston Red Sox. On the other side of the mound equation tonight is Michael Pineda for the Yankees. He's been hit hard his last 3 times. Michael Pineda just hasn't been the same pitcher as he was earlier this season. His last 3 outings have seen him last only 16 innings. In those 16 innings, he's given up 20 hits, 14 earned runs. You know, Michael Pineda hasn't had better than a 5 strikeout performance in any of his last 3 outings. Something just not right here with Michael Pineda. Obviously, he did have the injury issue earlier this season, and he just doesn't look to be the same pitcher at this point in time. The way Boston's offense is clicking right now, you could see some runs scored off of Pineda here tonight. There is one bullpen concern in this contest, and it belongs to the Boston Red Sox. They went through some pitchers last night. Gene Machi threw 33 pitches. I doubt the ex-San Francisco Giant right-hander can come back today and throw again. Alexi Ogando threw 14. I'd say he's more than available here in this contest, but Robbie Ross Jr. has pitched back-to-back days, thrown 21 pitches. When you look through the entire Boston bullpen, there are not a lot of dependable arms, so when you take Machi and Ross out of the mix, you're really not left with all that much. Ogando available, Tazawa the closer available here, perhaps Craig Breslow. We'll see who Boston brings up. Remember, this is September 1st call-up day, expansion to 40-man rosters. I'm sure we'll see a lot of new names for each team across Major League Baseball. In this one, Boston has some pretty good advantages. I don't know if the bullpen is enough of a negative to turn me away from the Red Sox altogether. You take a look at the line in this game, Boston versus the Yanks, and the opener showed Michael Pineda a $1.30 favorite, and he really has remained right in that range. You see anywhere from $1.27 to $1.33. Not a lot of action either way on this particular contest. The total opened 9 under minus a quarter and has been bet down, and bet down considerably. It now lists at 8.5 over minus 115. Action toward the under in this game. I don't particularly like the total either way in this one. Like I say, I could see a lean toward the Boston Red Sox based on recent play and based on the fact that Mark Teixeira is out of the Yankee lineup. There's a neutral home plate umpire here in Ron Kulpa. 23 home plate assignments this year, 11 over, 12 under. Not a heck of a lot to go on here. Perhaps a flyer on the Red Sox as the short home dog. but nothing I'm involved in and maybe won't be involved in this game at all tonight.